Hi, welcome to the tutorial on Tomcat and Eclipse. In this tutorial, we are going to see how can we integrate a Tomcat web server with Eclipse. So here the following is the procedure for configuring these two things. So in order to configure Tomcat server with Eclipse IDE, you have to select this server's perspective. So if the server's perspective is not appearing here, you can get it by selecting this Windows Show View option, followed by select this other option. In this you can find different views. Among all these views you can find the servers here. Expand this node and click on this servers. It will be enabled automatically. Now here it is disabled. If the server's perspective here is not displayed here, then it will be enabled here. So if you can directly configure by selecting this new server wizard hyperlink, or else you can simply give a right click. You will get a pop-up window like this. Select new followed by server menu item. Click on that. Here you can find a new server dialog box or wizard. All these are all different server adapters, so you can configure different servers by using these server adapters. Now in this tutorial we are going to see configuring Apache Tomcat with Eclipse. That is why we are selecting that Apache option, and in this version I am going to configure Apache Tomcat 7. That's why I am selecting that server option 7 option. After selecting that 7 server option, you can simply give a click on this next button. Here you can see two details you have to configure. Here you can see an installation directory for Tomcat. Here it representing the Tomcat home directory or Tomcat installation directory, which always refers to the place where you have installed Tomcat on your machine. So in order to go to that particular path, you can click on browse button. Sorry. Tomcat softs 7 we are configuring, so that's why up to this directory, the directory just above the bin, up to that path you have to give Tomcat 7, and after selecting that path click on OK button. And the second thing is you have to configure the JRE for the Tomcat. You doesn't need the JDK. Tomcat just runs on JRE. In order to configure JRE, simply click on this drop down box. Here you can find two different JREs. For the first one is Workbench default JRE. That is JRE that comes with the Eclipse IDE. And this coming to this second one, JRE 7. Why it is appearing here is I installed JDK 7 on my machine. That is why it is appearing here. So you can configure one of the JREs from this drop down box. As I have installed JDK 7, that's why I prefer to go for this JRE 7. Simply select that one. After that you can simply click on this next button here. So this wizard is asking us to deploy any of the applications you have developed so far. If any of applications you have developed in this Eclipse IDE, you can see all those developed applications in this in this section, and you can simply select the application you would like to deploy to the Tomcat appearing in this list box, and simply click on add button. This add button will be enabled automatically if there are any web applications in your workspace directory. As of now, we don't have any any developed web applications. That is why none of the application is appearing here, and after that simply click on finish. See, after clicking on finish, you can see Tomcat 7 was configured in this server's perspective. Sometimes you may get problems with this Tomcat 7. The possibility of error messages are like page not found exception, 404 or 401 page not found exception you may get. The reason for this, how can we resolve this issue is, in order to resolve this issue, you can simply select this configured server and select this properties option. Here you can see server localhost configured details, everything. Here location points to workspace metadata, but it should not point to that particular workspace metadata. In order to switch to location, click on this switch location button and then simply click on this apply button. After doing this change, you can simply click on OK. Here you can see servers are configured for us in our Project Explorer view. So simply expand the servers created here in Project Explorer view. Here, after expanding this servers node, you can see two different options. The first one is double click on this Tomcat 7 with this server symbol icon here. Double click on that, it will open a file. Let us maximize this file. Here you can observe one thing, that HTTP here the port number for HTTP is 8000. By default Tomcat uses 8080. I changed this configuration because on my local machine I have Oracle, and Oracle database is running, and Tomcat is also running. The reason for changing this port number is Oracle and Tomcat both use the port number 8080. So in order to avoid collision of this port number, I am using Tomcat port number to a different port number. I am using this 8000 port number for Tomcat. After making changes to this HTTP, we need to change one more change to this file. Here by default use workspace metadata radio button was checked, but we have to select this use Tomcat installation radio button. We have to check this box in order to avoid that page not found exception. So after selecting this radio button, here you can see save changes, because we made some changes to this file. That is why it is asking. Simply save this one, and after making this file all these changes, after saving, simply click on this close button. Here now let us see Tomcat was running fine or not after configuring with the Eclipse. In order to start this Tomcat server, what we have to do is we have to select the configured server under server's perspective and simply right click that one and select the option start. Now let us maximize this console view. Here you can see some console, I mean some logging information is displayed to console. So at the end you can find logging information with the info server startup in so and so milliseconds. So it represents the time taken to start the Tomcat servers in terms of milliseconds. So this is indicating as the Tomcat server was started successfully. Now let us test this Tomcat in more detail, whether it is running fine or not, by using this web browser. Let us maximize this. In order to communicate with the Tomcat from web browser, we use HTTP protocol, followed by the server where our Tomcat is running, because it is running on my local machine, so that I can tell that one by using localhost constant followed by the port number where this Tomcat server is running. So our Tomcat is running on 8000. That is why I am entering 8000 and pressing enter key. Here you can see this web page. This web page is indicating us that the Tomcat server was configured fine with Eclipse IDE. So whenever you get this web page, it is indicating us that the Tomcat server is working fine. So let us click on this manager application. It will ask you for the username and password for security reasons. So after giving the username and password you have given at the time of installation, simply click on this OK button. Here you can see Tomcat Web Application Manager. So it is clearly saying us that you can manage web applications that are running on our Tomcat instance by using this console. Here you can see all these are all different applications that are running currently on our Tomcat instance. So let us select these examples application. Here you can see different examples. First one is servlet example and the next one is JSP example. Let us click on this servlet examples hyperlink, which will takes us to the servlet examples. So all these are all different examples that comes with the Tomcat. So let us run a simple application, hello world application, which will display welcome message. So in order to run that web application, hello world web application, simply click on this execute hyperlink. So this is the output of the web application we just executed, that is a hello world application. So it is indicating us Tomcat is configured successfully with the Eclipse IDE and all applications are running fine without any problem. So thank you for watching.